Welcome to our Whittier College Convocation. Faculty can be seated now. Before I begin this evening's program, I would like to start with a land acknowledgement. Whittier College sits on unceded Tongva land. As occupiers of this land, it is our responsibility to care for it, but also never forget who is the first people of this land are. I invite you to learn more about the Tongva people, and if I call for you to give back in any way that you can. Thank you. Good evening, second day of orientation. Are you excited? Yes. Again, I'm Dr. Deanna Marino-Contino, Vice President and Dean of Students, she, her, hers, aya. I'm so excited for this event. This is one of the most amazing culminating events. Hello, families, guardians, community members, chosen family in the background. So good to see you. Tonight's location represents the learning that will happen inside the classroom in our Science and Learning Center and outside the classroom. It is here you will greet fellow students, staff, and faculty. In this area, you will have the opportunity to talk with fellow first years, upper class students about their strengths, your strengths, their strengths, and the cultural capital you bring, while participating in a community lunch on the upper quad. You will attend class and find your favorite hangout or study spot. You will meet with new faculty to review an upcoming assignment, talk about a research project, or talk about how excited you are about an upcoming fellowship opportunity. It is here you will attend a diversity, equity, and inclusion event that you have planned in collaboration with staff and other students. You can play a pickup game of frisbee golf, do yoga, meditate on the upper campus quad, and it is here at Whittier you will take care of each other, make a difference, be innovative, a world changer, learn and unlearn, challenge your values and ideals, define who you are and your experience. It is here you will become a poet and have already become a poet, and continue your journey of lifelong learning and lead like poets. President Linda Oubre and Sal Johnston, Dean of Faculty, I give you our new poets.
But my name is Linda Oubre, and I'm the president of Whittier College. I am so excited to welcome you to the Whittier College community. Now, I always like to do a little survey, so bear with me, just to get a sense of who you are. So how many of you are from Southern California? Just raise your hand. Wow. How many of you are from California, the whole state? Okay, how about outside of California, but in the United States, including Hawaii and Alaska? Wow, that's a good group. And then how many of you are from outside the United States? Wonderful. I can't even begin to tell you how wonderful it is to see all of you here today. You're embarking on what will become the most transformational time of your life. I know it's been a wacky few years, there's no other word to use but wacky, filled with uncertainty. But you should embrace this time. You're strong and you are resilient, and you're ready for the challenges that life will throw your way. That's what college is about. It's about preparing you for the uncertainty of the future. Know that you will thrive and you'll come out on the other end, ready to take on the world. And believe me, the world needs you. These uncertain times and the experience you're about to begin as a member of the Whittier community are preparing you for an uncertain global future. Our changing global community needs exactly the types of leaders that Whittier prepares. Most of you will eventually work in careers that have yet to be created. To be successful, you will need to learn how to learn. To be flexible and adaptable, experimenters and explorers, makers, creators, and doers. These skills are what A quality liberal arts education at Whittier College will give you the ability to be the master of your own destiny and a true innovator. So here's some advice. Remember that learning is about engagement. Here at Whittier College, our mission is to focus on helping you become the best you that you can be. We do this by living a culture of equity and inclusion. We also work hard to ensure that you're provided with all you need to fully engage in learning inside and outside the classroom. And just as our aim is to prepare you for success as students, our mission is also to instill in you the importance of being responsible global citizens. As an institution founded on Quaker ideals, and ideals is a very important word, we'll nurture and develop you into leaders who believe in social justice, ethical decision-making, a commitment to serving others, and making a difference in our interconnected global world. And as we reflect on the time we're in, I'd like to also not forget our shared history. As Deanna just mentioned, we stand on land that was stolen from indigenous people. And we also stand on land that in my lifetime was segregated due to illegal racial covenants. Many of us here, including me, were not permitted to live on the land that is now Whittier College and the surrounding community because of the color of our skin. Guess what? We're all here now. The light of justice and equity shines bright at Whittier College. Despite our complicated past, the true legacy of Whittier College is our embrace of the belief that every human being has value. This was also the vision of our namesake, John Greenleaf Whittier, who was not only a Quaker and a poet, but also an abolitionist who used his platform to fight for full equality in the United States. Access to an education is the linchpin of a just society. The social justice ideal that education is a basic human right is at the core of what makes us Whittier College. As an abolitionist, John Greenleaf Whittier wrote in opposition to the system of slavery in the United States. He fought for racial justice, something that still feels elusive today, even for people like me, frankly. John Greenleaf Whittier specifically cited the practice of withholding education and knowledge as a strategy designed to sustain the system of slavery. To subjugate and oppress the other, he wrote, was a system built on the belief that people who look like many of us here at Whittier today must be kept ignorant. John Greenleaf Whittier knew that access to education for all is a key to a just society. I'm an example of how education can be transformative. Like many of you, I am a first-generation college attendee from a public high school in Los Angeles. Hollywood High School that even in the 70s was not as sexy as it sounds. I have seen firsthand how college education can transform lives. On my father's side, I am Quaker and Native American. On my mother's side, we descend from slaves. My grandparents never graduated from elementary school. 5 generations before me, and I have to read this, my great-great-great-grandparents were slaves in Alabama and Louisiana. And yet, I stand before you today as a graduate of 3 of the top universities in the nation. I stand before you as a president of a college named for a Quaker abolitionist poet. And I know that the only reason I stand before you here today is because of the people who came before me, including my grandparents, who descended from slaves, who always told me, and I quote, "Get as much education as you can stand, because it's the one thing that will transform your life and the one thing that no one can take away from you." So embrace this wonderful time and opportunity you have been given to get an education. Enjoy the journey, don't waste it, don't throw away. Read your assignments and then read some more. Listen to your professors and visit their office hours. Join a club and please take care of your health. Remember what got you here today and who got you here today. The individuals that came before you and who stand with you now. The education you get here at Whittier College will transform not only you, but also your extended family, your community, the region, the nation, and the world. By investing in your education, you're investing in not only your future, but you're also investing in the future of the local and global communities. Whatever you look like, whoever you love, Wherever you come from, whatever your abilities, however you identify, whatever you believe, you are the leaders who will change the world. And like our namesake, John Greenleaf Whittier, you'll become a part of the legacy of Whittier College. I'm honored to take this journey with you. Thank you and have fun, and I'll see you around campus.
Thank you, President Oubre. Newest poets. Let's hear it one more time. Come on, you're standing. I think you can do a little better, a little louder. Let's get the music. Welcome to Whittier. My name is Gil Gonzalez. I'm the Dean of Academic Success and I'm a professor at the theater. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about sharing the light of learning. Whittier's seal features the convergence of two lit candles to form a single flame. The design is meant to symbolize the transfer of knowledge from one source to another, thereby generating an even brighter light. In the coming days, months, and years, Whittier's faculty will kindle your inner light by asking you to rethink, unlearn, and reconfigure what you thought you knew. Under the trusted guidance of the faculty as your teachers, academic advisors, and mentors, you will begin to approach texts and data with careful and critical evaluations of what you can know, how you come to know it, and what you still do not know. You will be asked to apply knowledge beyond the classroom. You will quickly realize and begin to see the contributions that you can make to Whittier, your community, and the world. It is in our classrooms, labs, library, that the embers of your personal flame will grow with new queries and insights. And we will celebrate the brighter light that arises from sharing your knowledge with others. Connecting these vibrant symbols of light as knowledge and light as eternal, we celebrate this ceremony of passing the light of learning. The illumination of our new students' candles will first come from the distinguished colleagues in the faculty, and then it will be passed amongst the students until the light of learning glows for everyone. Now, in the practice of silence, espoused by our Quaker founders, Vice President, Dean of Students, Deanna Marino-Cantino, President Linda Oubre, Vice President, Dean of Faculty, Sal Johnston, Associate Vice President of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, Kay Sanders, the Chair of Faculty, Deborah Norton, and I will initiate the ceremony and pass the light of learning. Silence, please.
I will read a few lines from My Triumph by John Greenleaf Whittier, the famous 19th century poet from whom our college is named. This poem was published late in Whittier's life and acknowledges his very full life and many achievements. It is important for this evening because it reflected his belief and ours that the youth must pick up and carry on with our society's most cherished values. This is a fitting sentiment for our new students on this special night at Whittier's namesake college. The autumn time has come on woods that dream of bloom, and over purpling vines the low sun fainter shines. The aster flower is failing, the hazel's gold is paling, yet overheard more near, the eternal stars appear. And present gratitude ensures the future's good, and for the things I see, I trust the things to be. Hail to the coming singers, hail to the brave light bringers. Forward I reach and share all that they sing and dare. I feel the earth move sunward, I join the great march onward, and take by faith while living my freehold of thanksgiving. New students of Whittier College, new poets, we salute you. Thank you. You may all extinguish your candles.
Okay, so as we close tonight, we would just like to both let you know on behalf of Gil and myself, just to make sure that you are so excited that you're here. We're here to support your success. Have fun, take care of your health, your wellness, but most importantly, take care of each other. So go Poets. Woo! A couple of announcements.